Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to our second lesson for today. Today, we're going to learn about something called capitalization. Can you say that word? Capitalization. Great job. So, capitalization, boys and girls, is what we do at the beginning of a sentence and other things we'll learn about today. So, right here, I want you to look at this sentence. These two sentences. Every sentence that you write or that you say starts with a capital letter. So when you write it, it starts with a capital letter. Read this sentence. Listen first. The dog likes to play. Read it with me. The dog likes to play. Great job. If you notice, our T right here in the has a capital T. So the has a capital T because it is the first word in a sentence. And so we capitalize the first letter of the first word in our sentence. Let's look at this next one. Listen first. My dog likes to play. Can you read it with me? My dog likes to play. As you notice, the M in my is capitalized because my is the first word in our sentence. So we would capitalize the word my. Great job. And so now what we're going to do is this time for dictation, for writing out, instead of making a submission, you're just going to do it on your own. But I want to make sure that you do as you're supposed to do with our sentences, which is to capitalize the first word in our sentence. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a sentence and you're going to share what you think is wrong with the sentence. Okay? I'm writing my sentence. Alright, my sentence says, the cat is sleeping. What is wrong with my sentence? The T in the is not capitalized, so I would need to erase it. And then I'd write a capital T because it's the first word in the sentence. Great job. Let's do another one. Our next sentence says, my hat is red. What do you notice is wrong with this sentence? The my is not capitalized, so the M in my needs to be capitalized because it's the first word in a sentence. So I would capitalize my M in my. Great job. Let's do one more sentence. This sentence says, it is hot. What do you notice is wrong with this sentence? The I in it is not capitalized. That is correct. So we have to fix it, and we have to put a capital I because it's the first word in a sentence. It is hot. Great job, boys and girls. So another thing that we're going to learn about capitalization is that the letter I is capitalized every time it is by itself in a sentence. So like the word I, as in I am Superman, that I would be capitalized even at the beginning of the sentence and if it was in the middle of a sentence. Just like I am smart. So it's the letter I, not the word I as in E-Y-E, but it's the letter I, and the word as in I, as in talking about yourself. So right here, let's look at this sentence. Here is an example. I can run. So I capitalize this letter I because it's the beginning of the sentence and because it is by itself. It has only one letter and it's always capitalized, even if it's in the middle of a sentence. So now what we're going to do is just like the other thing. I'm going to write a sentence and you're going to say what you think is wrong with the sentence. Alright, this sentence says, I like my dog. What do you see is wrong with this sentence? That's right, the letter I is not capitalized. It needs to be capitalized because it is the first word in the sentence and because the letter I, when it's a word, is always capitalized. So it needs to look like this. I like my dog. Great job. Let's look at another sentence. Let's look at this sentence. It says, my dog and I are going on a trip. What do you notice is wrong about this sentence? I see that the first letter is capitalized. However, the letter I or the word I is not. So like I said, even in the middle of a sentence, it has to be capitalized. So I will fix it by writing a capital I. Great job, boys and girls. Another thing that I want you to realize about capitalization is that the days of the week and the months of the year are always capitalized. So if I had a sentence that said this right here, Fran's favorite day of the week is Friday, I would make sure Friday is capitalized with a capital F, just like that. I would also make sure the months of the year are capitalized, just like in this sentence. Ben's birthday is in May. I would make sure that May was capitalized with a capital M. Great job. So even if I was just to write today's date, which is September 2nd, 2020, I would make sure my S is capitalized in September. Even if it wasn't in a sentence, I would still make sure that it's capitalized. So now I want you to practice. I'm going to write a sentence and you're going to tell me what is wrong with the sentence. There might be more than one thing wrong. So you'll have to use your eyes and look super hard at my sentence. Alright, my sentence says, today is Wednesday, April 12th, 2012. I see 3 things wrong in my sentence. Can you point them out? The first thing that you see is that today is not capitalized. It needs to have a capital T. You also should notice that Wednesday is not capitalized, and it should have a capital W because it is a day of the week. Then you'll see that April's not capitalized, and it's a month of the year, so it should have a capital A. So I would correct all of those things by putting a capital T, a capital W, and a capital A. And now this sentence looks correct. Great job. Let's do one more. This one will have multiple errors as well, so you're going to have to tell me multiple places where it is wrong. Alright, my sentence says her birthday is June 17th. What is the two things that you see that are wrong with this sentence? The H in her is not capitalized, and it should because it's the first word in the sentence. And the letter J in June is not capitalized, and it should because it is a month of the year. So I would correct it with a capital H and a capital J. And it would look like this. Great job, boys and girls. There are a lot of many different things about capital letters. And so another thing that we are going to learn about is that we capitalize names. If you had your name in the sentence, or your parent's name, or your friend's name, or my name, or someone else's name, you would capitalize it in a sentence. So for example, Fran likes Fridays. So for this sentence, Fran would be capitalized and Fridays because Friday is a day of the week. It would even be capitalized even if it was in the middle of a sentence. For example, if I named lots of people and I had Josh, Carly, Quinn, and Katie are in my class, I would have every single person's name capitalized. So I'd have Josh, Carly, Quinn, and Katie capitalized in my sentence. And so today, what you're going to do for this assignment, you are going to, just to practice, instead of me writing a sentence and you correct it, I want you below to type a sentence or write a sentence on your whiteboard. I'm not done with the lesson, but when the lesson's over, you can do this, or you can pause and go ahead and write it now and then take a picture when this video is over. And you will make a sentence with your name in it and make sure you use correct capitalization and punctuation in your sentence. So if I were to write a sentence, here is my example. I would say, my sentence would say, the students listened to Miss Manning. So my sentence, I would make sure my first letter is capitalized and my name was capitalized as well. And so that's what you're going to do on your whiteboard or by typing it. You're going to make a sentence with your name in it, and you're going to show me how we capitalize our name or any other person's name in a sentence. And that, boys and girls, is all we are going to do for our lesson today. So our sentence turns out to be the end of our lesson. So now what you're going to do is we're not going to have a transfer card today to read. Instead, you are going to create that sentence with your name in it. And if you want to add another person's name, that would be super cool as well. So you're just going to make a sentence with your name in it and either type it in the discussion or write it on your whiteboard and have your parent take a picture. I hope y'all have a great day. Bye, guys.